Thank you for being with us this morning. Because we're running close on time, I'm going to eliminate the niceties and get straight to the questions. Does the court's IT budget include funding for AI-assisted legal research or document review tools? And if so, what safeguards are in place to maintain confidentiality?
I don't think that our review budget, that our budget includes a specific, appropriation for AI. I think that, this is a question that we're looking at very closely in terms of what our rules should be going forward, what the best practices in this area are in terms of how justices, how their clerks, how their assistants use AI, and make sure that it's used appropriately, but not used on where it's likely to create more dangers than anything else.
Have you identified any other opportunities to streamline administrative functions through technology or maybe even shared services?
I think the court is always seeking efficiency, and I think we operate on a pretty lean staff in terms of how our technology works. I mean, I do think that our IT staff works very hard to make things work efficiently on the inside. As Justice Kagan said, I mean, I know a lot of corporations and maybe Congress too are turning to AI to gain efficiencies, and we're not there yet because of the risks that AI could present, but it is something that we're studying. And, perhaps AI seems to be infiltrating everything, so I'm sure at some point in the future.
I resist using the letters AI. It's so abused. I'd rather just say new technology. But thank you. Speaking of staffing, how many current unfilled positions are there in the Supreme Court? And can you give us any perspective on what those are and how long that they may have been vacant?
Okay, if you know that, you're better than I am.
I do not know that. Does anyone know that? I think we'll have to get back to you on that. We can send something over.
Well, as an appropriator, I'm always really curious about that sort of thing.
We have we have an incredibly the amount of time that people spend on the court constantly amazes me. So every year we have these events where we give little pins to people and so forth, and especially when they retire. And they, it's like 30 years on the court, 40 years on the court, 25 years on the court. So this is not a building which is in constant turnover in terms of its employees. There is really long-term service in this building. I think people like to work there. I think people feel honored to work there. And the result is that we really don't have to worry about a lot of turnover.
Last question on the appropriations front. Have there been any recent audits or reports by the AG where there were any material weaknesses found that have not yet been resolved?
Material weaknesses in our expenditures or budgets?
Right, the total operation of the Supreme Court.
Is that a no? No? That's a no.
Okay, well then, since that answer was so quick, let me ask.
I should have dragged it out.
Let me ask one more question. What deferred maintenance or capital investment is there still listed as a backlog, and is that for public consumption?
I think that the budget for the grounds is not part of our current security, our current budget request, so I'm not sure what maintenance or grounds expenses would be included in that, the architect of the Capitol.
All right, thanks. Next time we're going to bring your controller. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Congressman.
There's a severe backlog in all federal buildings as far as deferred maintenance.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News. Donate now, or even better, start a monthly contribution today.